Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different than the others. I am going to be showing you how I create my book cover in Canva. So to start out, I have already, as you can see, I've already got my dimensions, but I'll start over from the beginning just so you all can see everything. We're going to start out by going to Amazon Cover Calculator to get our dimensions for everything. Binding, this is going to be a paperback book. Black and white paper, left to right, inches. And my book is going to be a 5x5 by 8x5. Sorry. 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And my page count is 102 pages. This is a short and sweet novella. Calculate our dimensions. And there you go. So it's the same as what I had before. So what you want to go do now is download your template, and from there you go into our Canva account. We'll create custom size, switch to inches, and we want the full cover size, which is 11.48 by 8.75 inches. And as you can see, I have already created the design that I want for my front cover, my front matter information. I did this beforehand also with Canva. So if you like, I can do a video on how I created this whole design thing, but it's honestly, it is very user friendly. So mostly it's just me playing around with different templates, changing the color and filters and things like that, just to get the design that I want. But my reason for pulling this up is that I want this color. So this color here, that's my background color. I want this to be on here. And if you put the photo on here, Canva will all supply the color schemes, so the colors in the background. I'm going to go with that, and we'll delete this. So my reason for doing it like this is because if I were to say, just do like this to get the front matter this way, and I don't have another one, so we're going to put this in the background. But this is just to give you an example of what's going on. The reason why I made the full background one color is because if I were to do it like this, you see that line down the center, that line of demarcation, I don't want that. I don't want it to look like I just put two images together. So we want this to look like one cohesive book cover, one full sheet. So I'm going to go back and lost the color. All right, we'll go back and make the background that color. All right. So from there, y'all don't look at all of this stuff here. This is from the King's Summit, some of the things that for my character inspiration that I used in previous previous projects, previous designs. So just ignore that for right now. It's not important. Then we go to upload our file, paperback. It is right there. The difference between these is that this is an image and this is a PDF file. I'm going to go with the image. And we just click on that to get it on here. And I'm going to resize this so that it is the same size. So the next thing I want to do, as you can see, this gives me everything I need as far as where to put everything. I'm going to decrease the transparency on this really all the way down. Okay. Boom. Oh, and just to give a brief explanation on all the things that are going here, this will be my spine. This is a novella, so the spine width is very, very minuscule. I'm probably not going to have to be able to put like my title and my imprint logo on the spine like I did for my first book, The King Summit, but I'll figure out some other way, some other place to put that. But this little pink area around here, that's your bleed area, and you want to try to keep your images within the white area here, because these areas will not show up when you print. So you don't want anything that you actually want the reader to see in these areas. Okay, so I'm going to go back and decrease the transparency again so that I can start working. I'm just gonna put that there. All right, so like I said, I have already created some of my front matter already. I'm gonna put that there, increase it. And just move it around a bit. So I have filled the entire white space with my front cover. And what I'm going to do is to just check to make sure that everything's right. No, I'm not going to do that. What I'll do instead is go to position and send this one back. There. So that just sent it behind the template there so that I can be able to see. It is a little messy, so you're gonna have to really look to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. My name is a little low on here. It's kind of close to the trim area, so I'm going to move this up some. I'll position it again, send it to the back, and check in on this. Just be sure. It is still a little close to the edge. If this little area right here, you can see that my moon is getting cut off as well. So I need to make this smaller. I want it to really fill up all the space as much as I can, but it's cutting off some of my important information. You can see I'm not touching these little side areas here, because when I increase and decrease the image, I want it the ratio to remain the same. Like, I don't want any type of warping with my image. It's looking good. So this is me, and this is where I created my back and front matter for my book. As you can see there, Go here and replace that. Um, hmm. I think I want this to be 2 paragraphs. But yeah. Yeah. I like. All right, and we'll just pull this up a little bit. So that's going to go on the back. This is like just some of the other stuff I've been working on. Sometimes I do little projects where I send my son stuff, and he loves SpongeBob. So I separated the 2 paragraphs. Now I just need to add my logo on here. Because as I said before, the spine is too small for me to add my logo on there. But we're going to add the logo in. Here is my pre-saved logo for Blue Point Press. And of course you can't see it right now because it's black. So I'm going to go into edit. Hit dual tone. One of these. I'll change my highlight to white. And also my shadows to white. That's a bit much. Let's take that shadow down just a little. And it's decent. Now, do I want that or do I just want to I think I'm going to go with that. I was really considering whether to make like a little small one there and put that over it, which looks all right. I mean, I'm on the fence. So I guess you'll see what I decide on once the book is published. We'll put that right there for right now. And all that is set, I'm going to download that. I only want the second page. And I'm going to download it as a JPEG. No, a PNG. All right. I don't know if I want a transparent background, but what else? Downloading it. Now we're going to go back to our cover design here, and we'll upload the back matter. It looks crazy right now, but it'll look good once I get them in there, because we have this whole background that is already the color it needs to be. And honestly, seeing how that's saved, I may go back and make this front matter transparent as well, because I think that is going to make this a lot smoother. So boom. We're going to move this over here. This is our back matter. And Amazon tells you where they'll put the barcode. Because I am using one of their barcodes for this template, but just know if you use a barcode from a distributor like Amazon or Barnes and Noble, that barcode is only usable by that company. So if I wanted to, which I'm going to, have my book available on other platforms like Barnes and Noble, Kobo, or whatnot, I would either have to buy my own barcode to use across all the platforms, or I will have to replace the barcode each time I upload my cover to a new site. Okay, so I'm just going back in and checking now, making sure that everything is centered. This looks like it's centered, but I'm just looking for those little tiny lines to let me know that it's aligned. It's not giving me one for vertically, but it is fine. That does, my words look like they're right down the center, and that's good. Let me zoom in to see if, like, that space is so small. I don't think that that is enough space for me to fit a title in there. Let me take the template out so that you can see how it looks without it. And yeah, that is the problem there. I have like a little line of demarcation. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put that template back in there. And it's a simple thing. I just have to download the front cover with a transparent background, and that should fix the issue I'm having here with these lines. Transparent background. Download it. Go back to our design here. Positions. And we're going to delete that one. We go to uploads. I'm sorry about that noise. That is, if you all can hear that, that's the trash people outside. All right, we'll use that. No. It's here, and we'll just move it. Resize it. Okay, so now let's go to position and take this out and see how it looks. So the book is, at this point, it absolutely is doable because, like I said, this area here is the trim area and it won't show anyway. So even though we're seeing these little marks here, they won't show up once the book is printed. Now, the only thing, so I'm not really concerned about these. The only thing I am concerned about is this little area here. And I'm thinking if I want this to carry over into that, which is a simple thing. I can just look up Aurora and like add a little small one in. So I could do that. Just simple enough. Put that guy there. Go with this one. And that's enough. What I will do though is try to fit my Pink Moon title in there. And the color, this is my brand color. So for the Horizon series, they all kind of use this color palette. And I'm going to decrease the font size and increase the spacing. And then we're going to flip that. Hmm. To take that all the way out just so I can make sure that it is centered. Let's put our template back on here. Still a little wonky. I'm gonna take it down to 12. Even though we kind of push the limit of it being legible, the smaller the font size gets. And it is centered. So now I'm going to change that back to the original color and change the transparency for my template just so I can do a final check on everything. My title, this is centered, my front matter is centered, and so is my back matter. My author name is visible, it's not in the trim area, and neither is any of my other important features. My logo's here and my barcode will be here. Let's take a final look. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more just to see if I really do want to carry over the aurora lights into like across the spine. But other than that, this is the final product, you all. That is how I create my book cover in Canva. And I will just upload this and order a proof and see how everything goes. Be sure to pick up Pink Moon. It is out February of this year. February 14th is my release date for Pink Moon, so be sure to pick it up. And also, if you haven't already, get a copy of the King Summit. It is not necessary to read it before Pink Moon. They are episodic, so they can be read separately, out of order, however you want to do it. But get your copy, okay? Thank you all for watching another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.